All right.
Yes, fish
There
is
we
a
go.
thing.
Yes.
Welcome to Fish Chat.
Welcome to Fish Chat.
Well,
That
Fish
is the
Chat.
that is
Play
the world's
games and talk
best
about
Does
fish
that
right
count
there.
as a fish, Dave? I mean, I love them too. Hands down, I would put that top of the queue if I wasn't holding
Yes, it's a
myself
fish.
to it.
The
But I love
axolotl.
it.
Axolotl?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's not a
Dude,
fish.
I don't,
You know, I
can't
found out
spoil
that-
it for
I
the
found out that we're
viewers,
pronouncing
I see
that
what we're
even though they
talking
don't
about
really
this
see the
episode.
images.
Axolotl is wrong.
Yeah. So in the language that word comes from, those letters aren't pronounced that way. It's an ashalot.
Axolotl.
Ashalot. There's actually the sound at the very end, the TL, is slightly different than what I just said, but I don't know how to make the sound because it doesn't exist in any of the languages that I know.
I like how they're just such an amazing creature. Like they can
Yeah.
regenerate part of their brain.
Right.
Like
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool.
that's on a whole nother level.
Oh, I guess I was wrong. It's a salamander. It's in the salamander family.
Salamander Q's next.
Fine. I'll do
First, okay.
I'll
First,
look
he
up the mud
doubts.
skipper instead.
He doubts that Dirty Harry had a 44, and now he doubts that it's
I
not
know.
a fish. Oh, like Dave, you're just quit while you're behind.
I'm just having an off week. Every
Just don't go to a casino, man.
This
We're worried
does
for you,
not-
you know, like
every day this week has felt like a Monday.
This does not
Ooh.
bode well for your dice rolls.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna delete this request then.
He's gonna straight delete it.
Wait, what?
It was in the fish queue, but it's not a fish.
It's not a fish. So.
Oh no, you should have left it.
He has to remove it, or else the mods are gonna ban him.
There. I'll do, I'll
That's
do,
right. There's
I'll
a
do the
fish
mud-
moderator.
Yeah.
This is not
I'll
a
do
fish.
the,
Get out of
the
here.
mud,
Get
the
out,
mud
get out,
skipper.
get out.
Oh,
What skippers aren't bad?
oh man, yeah. The
Okay.
the what's it call it? So I'm posting the link to the Discord in the chat, and if you're watching this and you don't know what we're talking about with all these fish jokes, it's kind of an in joke that happens never on stream, but where Coinless has had a habit of coming into the channel by screen sharing with a giant fish picture and hiding all of our pictures off to the side. And so it's become a thing, and if you join the Discord, you can see the channel where we are now posting fish to request that they appear. But beyond that, welcome to tonight's session, where we have house guests of some sort.
Yes.
Part 2.
Yes,
very
we just got rid of the last. We just got rid of the last visitors, and now these people showed up. It's like living.
All right.
It's like living in a Victorian period piece.
Yeah, this is so Victorian. Okay.
I was thinking more like Seinfeld, where Kramer just opens up the door randomly. It's like, ooh.
And now we got Newman.
Yes.
That's right. Who moved into the apartment this week?
Okay.
Newman.
Oh, I'm in 1C. I'm in Portal Dimension 1C. My bad.
All right then. Are we ready,
Kick the
folks?
pigs?
Let's kick
Actually,
this
D
pig.
is still invisible, so that
That's fine.
there's that.
That's fine. Wait, no, were you invisible?
I was invisible the entire time.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
why. That's
you
why I
should
have a
ask when
little-
he's not
He
invisible.
was invisible when he was messing with the collar, so that they wouldn't see him messing with the collar.
But then they left, so he stayed invisible even after the other
Well,
people
this was
As soon
But it
as
was only
they
like 2
left,
seconds.
like
the other
30
people
seconds.
showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
There were like
30
four
seconds in.
people talking right then.
It was described as like that, like they came. It was
One
like a
portal
revolving
closed,
door.
one
They came
portal
in as
closed.
the others were leaving.
The other portal open.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll give that to you. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Hank. Is
All
not
right.
invisible.
So I'm posting in chat. These are the people that just showed up, and this is or not in chat. This is
Discord.
in the In Memoriam online channel.
All right, so that's in
Yeah.
Discord. Yeah.
Oh no, they're cool.
Meh.
We
Ooh,
don't
I
stand a
like
chance.
the robot. Is that the robot from Invincible?
It is not.
It looks like it.
Are we sure it's not?
Well, I didn't
No, I
design it
think
that
so.
way.
No.
So one thing you will all immediately know is that the guy in the red and yellow suit is the same person we saw in the vision from William's last moments in his previous life.
Do
Oh,
I?
okay. So this is the guy who killed.
This is the
Really?
guy
A var-
who
a
killed
variant.
William.
So he
Oh.
smells familiar.
Oh wait, yeah, that'd be a
Yes.
good check for
I,
Steve.
Yeah,
I made
yeah.
a smelly smell. It's a smelly smell that smells smelly.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Okay. What
Or-
would I roll for smell?
Perception.
What did we decide that
It's-
was?
Perception?
You don't decide. It's
Or
perception.
insight. No, or
Okay.
insight.
Okay.
Is it insight?
No, it's perception.
Okay.
It is a sense.
You
It is
are using
perception.
your senses to examine your surroundings. That's perception.
Unless the smells have motive.
Yeah, if it smells have
No, I was
motive,
thinking insight as
It
in
smells
comparing
like-
that
Now
smell
we're
to the
getting
previous smell.
Evil.
complex.
It's the same guy. I mean, you're gonna get that unless you got a 1.
Oh, okay.
It's the same guy.
Oh, it's that guy.
It's that guy.
Steven smells wet dog. Oh, that's just him.
All right, so these 4 walk through the port. Well, 3 of them walk through. 1 floats through. Looks literally identical to Gina.
Is there going to be a meme moment here? Oh wait, they
Spider-Man.
don't have
Oh,
hands.
They
Never
can't
mind.
point at each other.
Yeah.
They stick it. They stick their
Yeah.
tongues out at each
I was
other.
thinking that, yeah.
hmm
The tongue.
So they're gonna scan the room. The guy in red and yellow immediately sees William, points at him, and goes, "He's coming with us."
Well, no.
Okay. Amanda would be like, so can I get you something to drink? And welcome to our place. And please take off your shoes.
So the guy in red and yellow is going to see you and pause a moment. Whoever wants to give me an insight check.
Okay.
Does this
okay.
include,
This sounds
me
good.
or no? Or
Okay.
include Amanda?
Literally anyone who can see the guy
Insight.
in red and yellow.
Might as well.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Oh.
Gina, no clue.
Nope,
Gina,
too many
none.
margaritas. Too many
Negative clue.
margaritas.
right.
That's right.
Gino doesn't even recognize that there's another one of her, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
She
rub
is
it
It's just a
here.
mirror.
Okay, so currently the guy, you see the picture there, his helmet's flipped up, but in this moment you can only see the bottom half of his face, but Dee and Amanda see that when he looks in Amanda's direction, he turns white as a sheet.
Hmm.
What was Amanda's husband's name?
Oh man, Harold.
Harold.
Man, I really play this up. Like, oh man, it's my ex.
Oh, not
Harold.
this guy again.
He's gonna stop a second, flip up his visor. It looks like 9.
Huh.
And he's gonna go, Amanda? All right, no, you're not our Amanda, are you?
Yeah, I'm also not entirely sure he's your guy. I'm gonna point at William.
Are you still invisible?
No,
He's-
I wasn't invisible because I was talking to the other guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna motion his left torrent. So Tall J is gonna pull out a device that looks strikingly similar to one of our scanning devices. She's gonna look up and go, "Yep, DNA profile's identical. It's him."
Well, yeah.
And then also gonna go, and yep, the portal device that he had is here, so that is most definitely our guy.
Oh, but
So why are
He
you trying to
will-
take this guy?
Dee will
so Hank isn't probably gonna know this.
become visible.
Oh
But-
wow, wait. Let's all pause for a second. D's becoming visible. This is a moment.
I'll
This is
look
a
at Tall J. Is that Torrent?
Yes.
I'll look at Torrent and I'll be like, "Are you compensating for the dimensional frequency of this 9?"
All right, that.
I feel a check.
That's going to require a persuasion check to see if she believes that you're actually trying to help and this isn't a ruse.
Oh God.
Or if you're going full ruse, you go deception check and be like, like, your computer is wrong.
This is gonna be bad.
Well, oh,
But hilarious.
I like that.
that was a
I like that's
two.
an artificial one.
That was a 2.
Yeah. So she's gonna go.
Well, okay.
She's gonna say. Actually, she's just gonna completely ignore you, not even respond to that.
I wish it was a technology check.
So what authority do you have to take him, Amanda would ask.
Can I
without-
pull out
yeah.
my scanner and show her?
You can. That'd be another persuasion check.
I can't prove it with technology.
He's trying to get to
Well,
the technology roll.
I mean, can he
Persuasion.
just say?
I don't blame
can he
him
just
for it,
say
but-
what he's doing as he moves slowly and like not roll a persuasion?
The
Like, if
point
you're not
is
persuading them.
she gonna believe that he's not trying to fabricate something? That's the point here. It can be accurate, but he can show it to her, and she's gonna be like, "No, you're making this up. This is BS."
X to doubt.
Press X to doubt. This isn't a question of technology, because you're correct on the technology. The question is whether she believes you.
Oh,
Amanda would ask what authority they have to take him. Like,
All right, I'll try another persuasion check.
Can Steven, just standing in the middle of the room, just lean over to Hank and be like, "What
I got
what do you
6
think's
this
going on?"
time.
That's.
Um,
Let's see.
I think.
Nope, she's still not buying it.
So a high insight.
so-
a high insight check doesn't necessarily mean that they, or an insight check doesn't necessarily mean whether or not they buy it. It's about how well they can read what you're trying to do. So if she reads high enough, she should know that he's trying to persuade her and not trying to deceive her.
Okay, let me think.
It's up to you how you
14 and-
interpret
I know,
that.
14 and 13.
It's up to you how you interpret that, but like that's not. It isn't a contested roll in the way that like strength.
Yeah,
checks
that's a weird one.
Contested.
I don't think 14 is. Yeah, if that had been higher, I would go with that. That does make a lot of sense. But I don't think a 14 and 13 would have her insight overcome her skepticism based on the fact that.
I
she
mean,
doesn't
we
know these
have R9's genetic code in our computer.
Well, again, this isn't an issue of technology. This is an issue of trust. And you have
Amanda
none.
would try to relay that same information that Dee's trying to communicate to Torrent.
Okay.
Yes,
What are you
please.
trying to say?
What are you trying to say, Dee? So I can try to like
I am
smooth
trying
it up.
to show them that her scan is flawed because they're only looking at the genetic code and not the dimensional frequency, because that is the only differentiator between R9 and William.
And they're 9.
Yeah, and they're 9.
Like this can actually be tested right now by just scanning that guy
Yes.
and seeing that he also comes up with the same genetic signature.
Okay. So what exactly is being said in this scenario?
So
Not,
Amanda is
Hank's not
trying to
saying anything
convey.
'cause he doesn't know it.
Amanda's trying to
Yeah.
convey that Dee is trying to point out that you guys are not the visiting team is not compensating for the dimensional frequency.
Okay. Now that's going to
They're
be
making the
another.
decision.
That's going to be another persuasion.
I'm ready for a persuasion check.
I know you are. This
This
ought to be fine. This ought to be fine and dandy.
Hey, this was
Why would you say
worth
this?
D coming out of invisibility.
Well,
Yeah.
they don't know the significance of
I'm-
that.
I'd like to be Dee's lawyer.
Let the record show.
So are we saying that D is
Okay.
only willing to decloak around himself?
These? Wait,
Well,
what?
there isn't another
That's-
D here.
No, there's not another D.
I thought there was
no.
I thought
9.
9. 9.
No,
Right.
I don't like being around people that I am suspicious of. I don't
Right.
like being visible around people I'm
Yeah.
suspicious of.
Yeah.
the soldiers left and these people showed up at the exact same time, I had no chance to like become visible.
So, but Hank is going to lean back over to Steven and respond to his question with, I think that 9 wants to kill R9 and thinks that that's R9.
That means there's 3 9s. Is that
Amanda
So
will
the-
mentally say, "I need a calculator." This is getting
Yeah,
higher level math here.
The
Yeah,
math
is
24?
just nine.
27.
To the 9th. What?
We're having a 24 situation right now.
Where you got?
All right. Well,
27.
that was successful. So Torrent is going to say, "Can I at least look at what they're trying to show me?" Other 9 goes, "If it moves it along, fine. Whatever, do it."
Okay, so I'll tune in the frequency to William's dimensional frequency. I'll scan him. It'll come up as positive, and then I'll scan their 9 and show that it doesn't come up with the same.
Even though it comes with the same genetics, it doesn't come up with the same frequency.
Yep.
So other 9s can say, "Well, congratulations, you proved that I'm not him." Doesn't prove that that's not the guy we're coming after.
Okay, so then I will tell her to scan my frequency. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone in
then-
this room except him should have the same frequency.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
then she can scan their 9 and she's going to find out that he is not from our dimension.
So, question.
Hmm.
This is also kind of like out of character because I feel like Steven wouldn't be smart enough to say this, and someone else in our party would be.
There's so much that I
So-
can't let Hank say.
I
like-
know, right?
Chris, Gina from our world has memories of William's whole plight and death. So can't Gina just tell other Gina and the party by like mind sharing, like William literally being betrayed by another 9 and killed. So they just like, like physical evidence.
We can
Like-
try that after. I don't
That-
I don't have
Yeah.
We'll
any.
see how that goes.
Yeah,
That's
we should
not a bad theory.
we should let this play out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven
Of course,
just-
someone else has to have actually had that idea.
Yeah, someone
not
one
Steven.
of the characters.
Yeah. Someone smarter.
Ah,
Okay, so all right. So what was just said to the group that came in?
So I showed them what our frequency was,
Mhm.
and if they scan William with that frequency, they're gonna notice that that's not gonna match up. His genetics
Okay.
will match, but his frequency won't.
She'll look at it and go, "Okay, so that means he's not from the same reality as you guys. Doesn't mean he's not our guy. Because we don't know. We don't have the scan of whoever it was we were chasing. All we know is that guy's genetic profile matches the guy standing right over there. So, you've proved exactly nothing."
I can give
What's
her.
William's
I can
reaction?
point to the computer and be like, "There's the scan of R9,
The 9 who lives here
the one who lives here."
and owns that skin and owns that dimension device.
Yep.
Hank will say that last bit because that part he can probably piece together. Yeah, and owns the thing that you're tracking.
Again, that you're this. Okay. You can't prove that isn't the 9, the guy. 9, I guess is his name. That's not the guy we were tracking. It doesn't matter who's here or there. All we know is that was that guy's genetic profile.
So
That doesn't prove anything.
that guy shoved the device into this one's hands, and he got shot by Mr. Red and Yellow over there and fell through a portal into our base.
Yeah, we saw that in his memories.
And so red and yellow is gonna go. You saw it in what now?
His memories.
Mhm,
Yeah,
you read-
Gina points with
Yeah, I'm pointing at Gene. I'm pointing over at him when I say that. But yeah, his memories.
both point.
He's gonna turn to his right now to other Gina and go, "Can you verify this for us?" And Alt Gina goes, "Well, she would shrug if she was able to shrug, but like,
Gina shrugged.
all right, sit
That's
still,
an agility check.
sit still, don't resist. I'll make sure you're telling the truth."
Gina says, okay.
Well, not
no,
your
it's William.
She's
William's
going
memories.
straight. She's going
Oh,
straight.
she's going straight,
for
straight to
William?
William. Okay.
All right. So all that happens.
Amanda would
Other Gina.
telepathically talk to Gina and say, "Can you watch this mentally somehow? Because I don't know if I like the idea of them rummaging around in our new friend's mind."
Amanda just wants to start a war.
I know, right? Like that won't be seen as a hostile action. Oh,
I'm just trying to keep 'em honest.
I saw the memory they were looking for, but it seemed to have been planted because there was another person in there. Like that's not a situation we want to get
Well,
into.
so what does Gina do in this
Well, it's all up to
situation?
Gina.
I mentally, mentally talk to William, just him, saying if they push too far, wave your arms.
All right. So
Cluck like a chicken.
would Alt Gina be able to tell that our Gina is telling him something while Alt Gina is going through his head?
Does she have detect mental?
Well, her sheet is virtually identical to your other Gina.
Okay.
So does
But I can't
does-
see that, so
I know. I'm
I mean
asking.
as a
I'm
player.
asking. I'm asking Chris. Does she have that ability? Because I wouldn't have added it if you don't have it.
yeah. That would be a specific power called detect mental. I know I didn't give it
Yeah.
to you, but I don't know if you did.
No, I never did.
Okay.
Okay.
Then no.
Oh, so that's a no.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, then she is unaware of that. So Alt Gina goes through and looks and sees, opens all four eyes and goes, "Well, damn."
She says that out loud.
Yes. It's not our guy.
You got the wrong one again.
So quick
Amanda
Other
question.
said
nine.
mentally to the group. I guess bureaucracy is a constant.
Other
job,
nine
Hank.
goes, so you guys are telling me that the guy that we're looking for is with your group.
I mean, he ran off a little while ago. We're not actually entirely sure why you're looking for him.
I only
Yeah.
knew him for about a minute.
He's got a bad attitude.
Why exactly are you looking for him? Amanda would ask it out loud.
Yeah. Hank also said that out loud, but I don't think anyone paid attention.
They
Did
really
he try
don't
to
wanna-
sleep with your wife?
Did you actually say that in character? Did you say that in character?
Yeah, of course he did. He's visible.
So he did. So
Did
at
you really?
hearing,
Oh shit! Amanda takes cover. No, just kidding. Amanda
Yeah.
is going
Let's
like
do it. Yeah.
his
Amanda's
face
gonna slightly,
goes,
slightly like look uncomfortable by that statement.
"You want to repeat that there, buddy?"
Amanda would mentally communicate to Dee, "No, you do not."
Steven's feeling some tension. He's just gonna just offer him some mac and cheese.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna mentally float the margarita mix over to them.
Nothing like some
Beverages.
M&M,
Yeah,
margarita, and
actually,
mac and
okay.
cheese.
I mean, we don't know. We're asking what he did.
Amanda would be like, "Yeah, that's a fair question to let us know at least what he did." So since he isn't the guy, and
All
he
right,
did walk
that's-
into our house, can you at least let us know?
That's gonna be a persuasion check on there.
Oh, come on.
Well, I mean, you're asking
It's a
him.
simple question of like,
It
why
is.
you're here.
You're trying
Yeah.
to persuade him to give you an answer.
Okay.
Warrant, please. Let's see.
They are not trusting.
Of course not. You're associated with the guy that they want.
No, we're not. We just proved we weren't.
Yeah, you didn't prove. You said words. All they know is that you literally said this is where he lives.
Yeah.
That's where he lived.
I feel like if they just read more through our memories, they'll find out how it's like.
All right.
Just-
So, would that be an insight to counter that, or what would that be to counter it?
Yeah, it's generally insight, or you're trying to social roll back. Like, insight is just kind of to notice what they're doing, and
Yeah.
this
is resisting persuasion.
Yeah, but the other option is to counter it. Like, you can counter it with another persuasion or intimidation or something. Like,
Is Matt here?
I don't know.
I see him in roll 20.
Yeah.
Do you?
He's on
Yeah.
his way. Then.
Oh,
He's
okay.
on his way. Oh, very good.
Cool. I better move that thing around. Oh, I also
All
didn't
right.
show that roll.
He's booting up his ancient laptop
Yeah.
that
I'm sure
He's adding coal.
He needs to
Yeah,
sacrifice.
he's
another-
jump starting his laptop.
And he's pushing it. He's pushing it down the hill to get it
Yep.
jump started.
All right. So that worked. So red and yellow guy is gonna go. How
I love
well
it,
do
red
you
and yellow guy.
know? How well do you know your friend?
Friend feels like a strong word.
He
I'm
lives
gonna
I
here.
don't
say-
really even know him.
He literally lives here. That argument's not gonna hold water. How well do you know him?
He likes to keep a lot of secrets from us. That ain't no lie.
We know he killed his wife.
That's
In
true.
his dimension. Wait, does D know that?
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
we looked it up.
Everyone knows
well,
Yeah, I looked
that.
it up.
it's
Yeah, we looked
implied.
it up.
We know that he was trying to dump her body.
That's one
And
of the
we
first
know
things I
his-
learned about him.
We know his name.
He doesn't even like going by his own name. He wanted to keep that a secret from us. So there's like, we know extremely little about him. And that's not for a lack of trying, Amanda would huff.
We know that he doesn't like to be nagged.
Amanda would telepathically say to Gina, any way we could convince them to take D instead?
And I think he likes barbecue.
I like barbecue.
He comes
I mean,
back smelling
I mean-
like barbecue quite a bit.
So Steven's gonna just
It's
kind
not
of
American
look
not to like
at
barbecue.
their
Yeah.
Gina and have that little like gear start turning, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, you guys have a person that can read minds. Can you just like read my mind, and then you can confirm I'm good, and then continue doing that for everybody else?"
I don't know if
All four of
Amanda
them
would-
are gonna.
Eh.
All four are gonna look at you like, and just shake their head and go back to what they were doing before.
Amanda would be like,
Uh,
You have
He's
to do
new.
a persuasion check. Come on.
he's new.
I-
Persuade him to do it.
Yeah, I
Well,
say
Steven
Steven
ain't
should
got
do a
nothing to hide.
persuasion check. It'll be funny.
Read my mind. He's like, "Do it, please. Read my
that's
mind."
gonna be
just
against
look.
Gina, I guess,
listen.
or alt Gina. All right, give me persuasion.
Okay.
Let the man roll some dice.
Yeah, but my talent with the -2.
Oh, I know. That's why it's gonna be hilarious.
Hey,
Still
that
better
wasn't
than
too bad.
mine.
That wasn't
That's
bad.
not
Solid.
Oh wow!
So, all right,
We got the smart Gina. That's all I'm
I
saying.
do like the fact that she named red and yellow guy red and yellow guy.
Yeah, that's
yes.
nice.
Well, it's because you
Nice
don't
touch.
know his actual name. The only one you know is Torrent. And Gina, question mark, question mark, question
I know. 3
Well,
questions.
I call them red and yellow guy as a derogatory term, kind of, and then I just saw the
Red and yellow guy.
the
Well, I mean,
roll.
it's all we know. Torrent was tall
Good.
J until her name was mentioned. I'm updating this as I go. So anyhow, okay, so Gina, alt Gina is gonna go. Fine. Close her eyes. Like 3 seconds later, yeah, he's fine.
Thumbs up.
Does
Then-
alt Gina look like
Hey,
Gina,
man.
Identical.
regular
Looks
Gina?
like identical to you.
Identical. Okay.
Are their haircuts the same?
Actually, yes, because I didn't remake the head.
So
Anyhow.
so quick filling Matt in.
So these 4 people showed up. They are looking for 9. We have successfully convinced them that William is not 9 through the power of science and persuasion. So now we are asking them why they're looking for 9, and we're getting to that. So red and yellow guy goes. So talking about, so you guys don't Not that much. So, you know what he gets to in his free time?
Barbecue.
I didn't know he had free time.
Well, he has enough that he has successfully killed at least 300 alternate versions of himself across different dimensions.
See, we're
Maybe
just
be
gonna
like,
turn to the
wait.
party. It's like, you guys didn't know about that, right?
Amanda would be like, no.
Okay.
Did you say 300?
That
That
seems
we know of.
high.
That we know of.
Wow.
I think I saw a movie of this before the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda would be like, it's a Highlander movie, isn't it? There can be only
no,
one
I thought it
nine.
was a kung fu movie.
It is a kung fu movie with Jet Li.
The one
The one.
for the win.
With the terrible police motorcycle CG.
I was thinking it has a pile of it doesn't have like a pile at the end where he's just kicking everyone's butt for eternity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But if this is the plot of that movie,
He gets more powerful.
then we have the advantage.
Why do we have the advantage?
Go on. Yeah.
Because in the movie, at least, the guy that starts out by killing all the alternate versions of himself eventually loses, I think.
Well,
You
I can
think?
save you some time. That's
I
not
think
the plot
It's
here.
been a
so
good
just-
20 years since I've seen it, so
That's
it's
not.
something like that.
Let's leave.
That is
let's
what
leave
happened,
Highlander
yes.
I
out of
thought
at
every
the
time
end.
one got killed,
Yeah.
each of them got stronger.
Yeah,
Right. It's like a Highlander
the
thing.
power of themselves was
Well, the Highlander
that's
act
equally
mainly goes to
distributed
the
to
one that
all of the
killed.
ones that were still
uh,
alive, and so at the end
Pineapple?
the two were equal.
Pineapple. Big pineapple.
Oh, Tim's
So-
bummed out
so-
now.
Amanda would ask, well, why would someone want to kill 300 versions or any
Dave, did you turn
multiple
your
versions
video
of
off?
themselves?
Or
No, I
something?
still see them.
I see him.
Because you're not showing up in
My,
Streamlabs anymore. But I can
my-
see you on the call.
Video Ninja glitched out for like a second,
Oh.
and I lost connection, and then I came back in. So do I need to disconnect, reconnect?
Yeah, it might. Because you're not on
Alright, hold
stream
on.
anymore.
Are you using your new computer? Dave?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Okay. He had a problem with the new computer.
Yeah, his motherboard issues.
Yeah.
And then
Give Dave a sec here. And you see him
Wow.
now?
That's amazing.
you moved Hollywood Square style, but other
Yeah.
than that, you're good. I
yeah,
see you.
alright, good.
Okay.
Can you guys see
Uh,
can you guys see the little I think it's red box on Matt's video? Or is that just a director thing?
That must just be you.
I can
That must
see
be
how
just
much
you. I don't see
battery
any
life
box.
you have remaining, Matt.
Nice.
I am disappointed in you.
Nice.
My
You can
computer
plug
is
in, plug
currently
in.
charging.
It's so weird. Yeah, I
on.
just saw it went up, but it's so weird that it would tell me that. Like, I don't have,
Huh.
I shouldn't have access to that information.
Interesting.
Anyway,
So Amanda just asked. What did Amanda just ask?
Why would someone try to kill multiple versions of themselves, especially 300 versions of themselves? Do you know why he's trying to do this? What's the motive?
My best guess is some kind of vendetta against himself.
Roll a profiling check.
Are you-
What?
A
I mean-
profiling check? Is that a skill you have?
that's profiling, and profiling is wrong.
I think that would be like an insight check.
Is it?
And then
Is
some.
it? Is this self-reflection or is this like?
Yeah. This is
Like,
someone
this
else.
Is this something that he's considering
Self-hatred.
doing, and that's why he knows why you would do?
So Amanda would ask, so are you guys like the interdimensional police or something?
Not exactly, but he came into our reality, and so then it became our problem.
What was 9 or your version of 9
Apparently, his modus operandi is to go into a reality, find the version of himself, determine whether or not that version killed that version's wife, and if yes, uh, take that version out, and if not, he moves on. So he came to me, asking if I knew what happened to my wife, and that's when we figured out what he was doing.
So
That was a few months ago.
Did you kill
And
your wife?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No,
How do you not know that?
I don't know because I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean,
Do you not take
and-
naps?
I mean, I don't even remember whether or not I had a wife. So I mean, I'm buying this.
It's possible.
Why don't you have someone read your mind, just like we just had now?
She's tried. Nothing
Makes
came
you
up.
feel any better? Mine's dead.
Ooh.
That
Did
Did you
really.
say that in person?
That-
Yeah, I was trying to like be. It was like it's a stupid level of comfort. Like, well, mine's dead too. If that makes you feel.
Yeah.
Your pain is shared.
Ooh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Very
Can
brutal. way of
someone
saying
put
it.
a muzzle on the dog, please?
Amanda would pat Steven's head and be like, "It's okay, buddy. You're
Thank
trying to help. You're trying to help."
So, anyhow, that's why we're trying to find him. Because, at least in our reality, it was conspiracy to attempt murder against me. Luckily, he wasn't able to. But throw in the fact that he's been killing lots of versions of himself or ourselves. That, we consider it our moral obligation to bring him in.
Yeah, bring him
So
into
you
who?
guys-
Like, who has jurisdiction over that?
Well, again, he wanted to kill me, so in our reality, we haven't done that at least. That's the best we can pin on him going by the law, but oh well.
Must be one of those jurisdiction things where he's a serial killer.
Well, we didn't even
himself?
know there were alternate realities until his ass showed up. So this is new
Wait.
to all of us.
So how'd you?
How'd you guys? There's a lot more questions with that.
Yeah, we
How'd
had to
you
get
guys
help.
get portal tech or portal abilities if you just didn't know about portals until now?
Is that a cat?
Yeah, she's eating. She keeps eating cardboard boxes, and I don't know why.
We had a cat that did that.
At least it's not black.
Oh God. Okay.
They like the glue.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
that is the case. So, all right. So, Danielle, I'm gonna say, well, it took us a few months to figure out the technology once we knew it was possible.
Wait,
What?
haven't you guys? Hank's gonna turn to the rest of the party. Haven't you guys? Didn't you guys say you've only been like awake for a few weeks?
Yeah.
Amanda's
Oh.
like, yeah, but temporal time dilation is not. I don't understand.
Maybe
it.
they had teleportation already invented in their timeline. Universe.
Right, but
They said they
if
just
he's
said
only
they
been
didn't know about
awake
it
a
until
few
now.
weeks, then how did they know to be looking for him for a few months?
Our reality moves faster than yours. We're from approximately 3 years in the future, as best we can tell. So it's weird time stuff.
Like dog
I'm not the
years.
scientist. I'm not the scientist.
It's wibbly wobbly and timey wimey.
Like dog
Yes.
years. Okay.
Ask Mechanica down there; she'll be able to tell you more. But that's neither here nor there. Point is, it took us a few months to figure out the technology. That's when we started looking for him and found there were a hell of a lot of realities where there were versions of me, us, that were buried in shallow graves and had recently died. Didn't take long to put 2 and 2 together.
So wait.
So
So you don't know that he was killing them? You just assume it because they're dead?
We caught him in the act a few realities ago.
man, he's had a
So-
lot of time. If he's killed 300 people in the matter of like 3 weeks, that's like 100 people a week.
That's
And of course, D would always do the math on his kill ratio. So what makes you check out one dimension versus another? It seems
It's like
you-
14 a day.
Amanda would be like, so how do you decide which dimension you're gonna check?
Well,
Sleep.
Maybe that's a superpower.
He's sleep
Mechanica, you got an answer
I have
for that
so
one?
many questions now.
We're gonna have to use the notes section in our character sheet to write out questions. Yeah.
So Mechanica down at the end in a very robotic voice is going to say something. During his brief time in our reality, we got a scan of his device. It leaves a trace. We were able to follow that trace to his most recent reality, at
my
which
goodness.
point we attempted to apprehend him unsuccessfully.
You gave her human eyes in that token, and it freaked.
I
It's freaky.
did.
compared to-
I did. So she's still a person on the inside of there.
I'm still
She's
trying
just
to
like
figure out the
80%
math
cyborg.
behind this. That's 14 people a day, and if it takes him an average of like an hour per kill, how does he have any time to do anything else?
Yeah, but wait. Does it take an hour to kill if you portal in, just put a bullet in someone's head and then portal out? Like that's 30 seconds. You could rack up kills pretty darn quick.
If his other selves have his powers, I wouldn't think that they would go down
Maybe not
that
all.
easily unless you're fighting with our super friends who downed their version of 9 like a little bitch.
Well, then he's got to find out about if they did the thing.
Yeah, they have to have a conversation, and then he has to be like stab him in the face or something.
This is all taking time. Yeah. Is he eating?
Hank's more worried about his appetite right now.
Yeah, is this guy okay? Like,
He's like
is
a
he-
momming
is he
him
eating?
up
Is
a
he
little bit.
sleeping?
Well,
Like,
he-
what's he doing?
He
It's
smells like barbecue quite a bit, so maybe he goes out for barbecue after as
I think we're
opposed
forgetting
to
about
post-murder
Does he
snack?
eat his clones or his other hymns?
Oh, Lord.
The question
it
isn't
cuts down
how
the
many
time,
a day
you know.
he's killing.
It's the question of
I feel
does he
like that
drink the
is
blood of his
I feel like
enemies?
that is a question, though.
Yes, it's a question, but if each reality travels at a slightly different speed, their reality travels much faster than ours, then this 9 could be much, much older
Hey,
than from when we knew him.
hey,
So-
do all the worlds move at different rates, different times?
To some, there's virtually none that move the exact same rate.
Just the-
Most of them move closer to your speed. Ours is on the faster side.
Does our base move at the same time as our world?
That's not a question for us. That's a question for whoever designed the base.
Just a tip for the
Parts of our
Twitch
base
viewers
don't.
out there: you get college credit at the end of this session.
A rundown
quantum
in
mechanics.
quantum physics. Thanks for attending.
It's a / TED Talk.
Yeah, tonight's lecture.
That's what it was.
Tonight's lecture is by guest professor Tripper Styles.
Ah, yes. Quantum mechanics, Star Trek. I have prepared for this. Oh, goodness. All right, so what was the last thing that was asked?
Sorry. Okay.
Well, it was by Matt.
Well,
Oh.
in game.
I thought that was
we
in
asked
game.
about the.
that was all in game, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hank.
Yeah, I think all of that was in
Completely.
game.
Last thing I
Okay.
technically would be Hank mentioning about the difference between like the dimension time stuff with the base,
but that came up because Matt asked if this 9 is older than our 9.
okay. So that question.
And the
Well,
answer was
No.
yes.
I'm
he was-
talking the 9 that's going around murdering all the other 9s. That 9 is fundamentally older than the rest of us.
Well,
not
if,
necessarily.
Well, if we were all the same age at the beginning.
If he's been traveling through a lot of
So
dimensions that
Amanda
move slower.
and Dee have spent probably more time in time
Right.
dilation than anyone else in this group.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
And I think Dee would be the one who has spent the most time in time dilation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but that would actually make you younger.
No, because
it would
he's
make
spending,
us
no, he's
older.
spending time.
Because
He's-
I'm moving faster in the time dilation than
He's
the
aging
rest of
faster.
Yeah,
the
so-
base.
So he's
Yes.
aging.
From within the time dilation,
No,
for
when
1
he's in
minute,
there.
but the outside is days.
No,
Yeah.
No,
it's
you've
the other
got
way
that
around.
backwards.
Yeah, outside. It's, the
It's
other way
days
around.
inside the time dilation versus minutes inside the base.
So yeah, faster
Okay,
dimension.
I got it.
So
backwards.
I'm probably at least like 5 weeks older than I should be.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he has aged roughly 5 weeks more during the campaign. Than
Give or take.
well,
Something like
4 weeks because we all spent a week in there recovering from the surgery.
Yeah.
True.
But I've
So-
been in there doing inventions and whatnot,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a few
like
weeks older.
in between sessions.
You're pulling away from us in age group.
Yeah.
But so what do we do from here? What do you guys are planning to do from here? Amanda would ask because he
Do you
ain't
have
here.
any leads on where he is?
No,
No.
his communicator's off. We can't try to get him that way, and we haven't taken the time to scan all possible realities for his genetic and dimensional signature.
Can we ask the computer? It does computer stuff.
We probably could.
So you're telling me you have the ability to pinpoint his exact genetic profile and his exact dimensional profile, and you haven't bothered yet?
Well, look, we've been busy.
Been like
We've had a lot
2
of visitors
days.
today.
There was a dog, and there was a lot more dogs.
Yeah.
We drove out an army today.
He disappeared like 2 days ago. We haven't had time. We've been kind of busy with people just randomly showing up at our base.
We tried to come home, and suddenly there was a dead guy in our garage, and then there was wolves, and then there was
Amanda
an
be like-
army, and then there was
I'm gonna
you.
mentally be saying to Hank, ease up on the dead guy in our garage thing. These guys are kind of cops.
I mean, he's not dead anymore.
Yeah, they're the ones that killed him.
Yeah, they killed William.
It's not like they're looking for the murderer of the guy in our garage.
Out of character, I feel like Amanda would be like, is going to have to be the lawyer for everybody. Oh, my client has nothing more to say. My client has nothing more to say.
We
Yeah,
found him dead
not dead
though. It's not like we killed him.
Yeah, we've had time to have like a bowl of mac and cheese, and you're asking us if we went looking for a guy who barely talks to us.
Speaking of which, Five's food is probably burning now.
No, he's over there. He's in the kitchen.
But we were attacked while he was cooking.
Yeah, but that
After
was
the
like
wolves
12
left, I
seconds.
went back to finish cooking.
Okay.
That whole thing lasted like half a round.
That you would get water to boil in the time that fight took.
Yeah.
I feel like accounting for plot conversation, yeah, it's
I'll be
very
like-
short.
I'll be like, Five, what are you cooking over there anyways?
Oh, it was roast beef.
Ooh.
Roast beef.
I was gonna offer some to the wolves, but then they started freaking out.
Mm, the rats.
Yeah, that happened. That happened. So
So, yes, we can most likely scan.
All right, you're gonna do that for us, and we're gonna help you.
Really?
That
Yes.
stopped being questions real quick.
That's,
I have a question before that happens.
Yeah.
Why, like, I understand finding the person that's killing all the other knights. I understand that part. But usually relationships are mutually beneficial. What do we get out of finding him? Other than finding
We
him?
just
We
tried
don't
that
bring-
with the other guy.
We don't bring you all in as accessories.
yeah, but
we didn't kill any of
we
these
didn't
guys.
kill anybody.
But
We
we've
weren't even in the
never
same
been to your
dimension.
reality, therefore you have no jurisdiction over it.
that means absolutely nothing. You were aiding and abetting by the fact that you all live here, he lives here.
That's like
By
saying if you're
association.
so it's like if a murderer was living under your house and you didn't know it, and then he moved out, and the cops come. It's like, oh, there's a murder here. You lived with him. Might as well throw you in prison too.
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty
you're
sure
saying-
it's
You want us
so you're
to-
saying
Do you want to tell your bosses and your authorities that you almost collared the wrong guy without our help? Do you really want us to have that conversation with them?
we are the authority.
So you're the only authority. So you are judge, jury, and
Executioner.
Amanda's gonna want to speak to your manager.
Amanda's now Karen. I want to speak to your manager.
I don't think you understand how things work in our reality.
Okay, but-
Amanda,
okay,
I
but
don't
you're
think
here.
you
You
really
understand
do
how
not.
things work in ours.
And you think we care.
You can get out of
I'm
our
gonna
base
say
now.
this
Hey,
again.
Hey,
This
we
is a
just helped
very,
you. We
very
just helped you not
simple-
collar the wrong guy. At least you could do. We're trying to help you, buddy.
And you're going to keep helping us. It's very simple. You are going to help us locate your friend.
So what are you going to do with our quote unquote friend, as you call him, once you find him?
So it's just these.
It's your judge and
four.
jury.
Yeah,
Let
it
us
sounded
know
like you were going
what
to
the-
arrest him, but now you're talking like you don't actually answer to anybody. So, like, who are you going to take him to?
Sounds to me
Fix
like
the
you're just
laws.
gonna shoot him on sight.
And by the way, Yarvis hasn't. These people are intruders in our base. Yarvis hasn't reacted yet.
Well, Gina
That's
looks
true.
like Gina, and 9 looks like 9, and Jay
It
looks
would
like Jay. Now the robot person is the question mark.
I think Yarvis should blast one of them.
Oh, dear.
Really?
Should
No,
that have
I mean-
happened at the beginning? Because that would have turned things ugly very
Well,
fast.
the thing is,
Um,
we turned down the hostility. We're like, oh, let's keep things calm. When the other
Yeah,
group, we
so-
could talk to them.
Yeah, when we did the
Right.
stand down, we shut everything down.
Yeah,
And we
right.
didn't really pop it back on. But it would be interesting to see if the Yarvis would have gave us a chime saying that metal person is a new guest.
Well, Yarvis
Maybe
can, Yarvis can tell the difference between people of different dimensions. So, Yarvis would
Oh,
give us
Maybe
a
he
well,
just likes
then-
them.
Then that's
So yeah, Yarvis would have given us a ping for all of them.
well, that's a temporal maybe a retcon because other 9 fell into our dimension. William fell into our dimension, but the Yarvis wasn't built by the offline group until after that session. But that timeline was beforehand. So
yeah.
therefore, Yarvis should have identified William on arrival, but
he was dead.
Yarvis wasn't invented yet.
Well,
Well,
no, William
here's
was
the thing.
dead when he arrived.
Also, we hadn't
Fair.
we had devised the way to tell the difference between dimensional variants of someone, and that William and 9 are identical unless you account for dimensions. So Yarvis wouldn't have known the difference.
So is Yarvis an AI or no? Just a program.
Arvis, it's Arvis.
Arvis.
Arvis
Arvis,
is an AI.
Cop.
So would they just know
Him.
that like
I
we're
mean,
not in fighting mode and made a
Arvis-
but
good
Arvis
decision
is
not to just
aware.
kill everyone on
Arvis
site?
is aware that like we resurrected this guy to talk to him.
Ava hasn't told D that Arvis is an AI.
That's true, and Arvis hasn't spoken yet.
So Amanda would be like, "Have you tried resurrecting the other 9s that have died and ask them what went on?"
We don't
Yeah, I
have the
think so,
ability
too.
to do that.
Should check out that new battle royale I found.
You should
Okay,
get
but
that.
in-game
It's
right
it's kind of useful.
Amanda would be like, "We do, and people that are friendly and help us out, we can help them out."
So what would that prove? That we're going to resurrect one of these other variants, and he's going to say, "Yeah, a guy that looks just like you killed me." What's that going to? No, that's
Not everything is about
usually
proof.
in a
Sometimes you
system
just
of law
let
and order,
someone not
you-
be dead because it's nice to have
Yeah, I
them
thought
not
you
be
just-
dead.
The issue is a bunch of 9 being killed. If you bring back all the 9s, then maybe we can like
Then
Form
You
a
could have an
group.
army of
300-person
9s
army
hunting
against it.
the 9.
yeah.
They
Also-
all have motivation to find the other 9, especially now that they've spend some time on
This
the
is
other side.
neither here nor there. You're just
No,
trying
no.
to
I
waste
think-
our
That
time.
sounds important.
I think I'm talking about saving 309s right now. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about bringing the guy in who's been doing it so there's not more corpses piling up.
Well, we're not going to do anything under threat.
If you have more people, like other nines, they could help you with this, and
Yeah,
it'd
we
be a
were
lot more
having like
effective.
a nice conversation, and suddenly you were acting like you were in
We're
charge of us.
We're trying to help you. Man, it's like, we're trying to help you. You have 300 dead 9s in different dimensions. And I'm like, we can fix that. And you're like, that's not the problem.
At least our
If
nine.
that's not the if that's not the problem, then why are you convicting him like it is the problem?
At least our nine
that's
knew
the simp.
how to say please every once in a while.
You're wanting to
Amanda's like, I wouldn't go that far.
I don't think I've ever heard him
He's
say
not
please.
a please
Actually,
kind of.
yeah.
I
Amanda's
never
like,
have.
He's not a please person.
I don't think
Not a please
that's
person.
true. I think you're just making.
I think
that up.
he's asked me to look into things nicely,
Nicely as in please. or
not
nicely for nine?
demanding.
idea.
So
So complicated.
you're pretty much saying that you're the government of your reality.
Oh no.
And every other realities, but anyways, trying to save 309s. You seemed when you walked in here, you seemed concerned that the 309s were dead. Now you're like, I don't care about
You're
the 309s
over.
being
Yeah,
dead.
that's great and all. Sure, let's do that. But after we have found and brought the person in who is killing them.
Okay, but
Otherwise, you're going to
it's
resurrect
times-
one, and he's going to kill 3 more.
the point is, if you want us to act like you're a team, can you act like we're a team instead of acting like you're in charge?
Who said
Because
we're a
this is
team
our
here?
house and our computer that you're asking to use.
I'll have the computer initiate lockout procedures for now
I will
as a
telekinetically
safety
grab a margarita and pass it over to the,
measure.
the visiting team and be like, margarita. I see them clenching their head a lot. in Strike, so I
Lockout.
figured
Lockout protocols have been established.
Torrent, why don't you take over this for now?
would you
So
like
we
a
know what's
margarita?
about to happen if they keep pissing me off.
Do you all want to like sit down, talk about this again? I feel like we got off at a wrong start. You know, very easy solution. Like, you guys need something. We have it. We can just talk this out, and everything can go
So-
well.
Torrent is going to say, all right, what would it take to get you guys to help us locate your version of William?
Who?
Well, no, we know. him.
William.
And it'd be like
We-
9 means 9.
Ah.
He means
I know.
he's from another dimension. Come on now.
Do you guys just want to like tell him then? Because you guys didn't seem very, we have
yeah.
William now, and you
In
guys
the-
didn't seem to like 9 too much anyway. So
in the mental network, I'm gonna be like, what do we want?
yeah, it's like I feel like we did.
The local
I
network
just
would be
wanted
like,
to get something
Yeah.
for our troubles.
Yeah.
Like,
We want them
it
to
was
leave
outside
the
our
margarita right
base
now?
and never come back. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
we've done that already once.
I'm getting a lot of parallels to a few minutes ago. here in this case.
Yes, well,
Last week.
generally
Deja vu.
we only have
uninvited
their word
guests.
that we only have their word that that 9 actually killed all these other 9s,
There's a
and they
small
just came in
chance.
saying that was a 9, and they got that wrong within 30 seconds. So what makes us to believe that our 9 is actually on this murder spree and not someone else?
I guess it's really just
not-
about, do we want to fight them?
Well, the answer's like Mana's like the answer's always no.
Okay, then
Why
let's
do
just
we-
give them what they
Not
want.
always, no. It's very frequently, maybe a yes with an asterisk, but not necessarily a no.
Steven's gonna vote for we just give them what they want, and then we can just move on. We don't really need
What does
anything.
William think of all this? Amanda would mentally ask William, since you are a
victim.
a
Now, to be fair-
suspect and victim
The
and
only-
and potential murder suspect. I don't know. Like you're
Mm.
all of them. What's your thoughts?
What was that, Tim?
I was gonna say, to be fair, the only 9 who actually like killed William is this one, and not
Mm.
not the one they're looking.
That is true. It wasn't Arb9.
It was kind of a putting the murder weapon in his hands by the other 9 though.
Yeah,
So
it was like, hey, we're gonna frame you.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
So William's gonna go. That's a fantastic question. Well, so this is the guy that killed me, but he only killed me because the guy that killed 300 other versions of me used me as a patsy.
but how do we know he's not the one that's killing the other 9s?
Oh, Amanda takes a sip of her margarita.
I don't
Because
think I want to go with them.
You're
That's
n-
for sure.
the 9 that gave you the portal device didn't ask you if you killed anything, or like kill your wife.
No, he
I'm
literally
guessing
said
there was not
nothing.
enough time.
He said exactly nothing.
Did
Before
this
he-
one ask you what happened to your wife?
No, he told me to stop, and I ran, and then he caught me and shot me in the back.
That's kind of cowardly. You're gonna shoot a
Well-
man. Shoot him in the front, facing you.
Said the guy that becomes invisible.
That's so he can shoot
They're
you
still
from the
facing
front
me,
without
usually.
you knowing.
They just
Invisible
don't know
with
where
a
I
sniper
am.
rifle across the way.
those cowards hiding behind their illusions.
I don't shoot them in the back usually,
Unless they're facing that way. But
unless they're facing that way. That is correct.
So while this is happening, Tor's going to say, I'm waiting for an answer. What is it going to take to get you to help us?
oh, I think we're sorting that out. There's a conversation happening.
Jeez.
I mean, it's looking pretty good. I'm voting for just give you access. So that's one vote.
I would say if they just, my vote would be as long as they just leave us alone.
Well, how do
Let
we
them-
know?
Yeah, mentally
if we
Hank's gonna
give
say,
them-
you know, all
if
I
we
all
give
I
them
wanted
this
was
ability.
a nice a please or
but wait,
request.
If we
Say-
give
say
if
please,
we give them the
that's all we
scan
need.
that they're not going to go into other realities and possibly murder.
Well,
other
from the
9s.
way it sounds, like they probably would have just killed us if they really were genocidal, and they would have killed William.
No,
and
because we're not 9s.
well, they did kill
well,
William.
they would have killed
Yeah,
him
but
again though.
but
kill
we're
him
aiding
again.
and abetting according
Well,
to them.
no, hold,
Well, yeah, but they would have just probably gone through us and killed him if they really they killed 300 other people. Like us probably wouldn't have been that big of a threat. Especially, it's like I just feel it's like all we're doing is just kind of like we don't trust them, but they probably would have just attacked us if they really were as evil as we're assuming they are.
hey,
Is
what
it
if we,
really-
Can we send somebody to like monitor what they do when they find him? Like, hey, okay, we'll help you find him, but somebody has to come with you.
Yeah, but then they already have what they want. Like, are we gonna be able to stop them if they're like, nope, we got what we want now?
Gina's just sort of like, Gina doesn't care what happens to the old 9.
Oof.
She goes, if he gets crushed, he gets crushed. He flew off on his own. He's gone. He's
And
not
is
going
it really aiding and abetting if we are unknowingly?
Yeah,
He-
wait, are we aiding and abetting?
I thought that
Another murder?
aiding and
If we
abetting
help
is
them?
if we knowingly are harboring someone that we know did something wrong.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying. I think that's just a scare tactic.
But if we help them
I
and
think
they
they have
kill
no
9,
supervision.
are we aiding and abetting them?
But
Yes.
We are
wouldn't
an
have 9,
accessory at that
killed
point.
300 people.
Yeah. So Amanda would talk out loud. What are you gonna do with 9 if you do find them?
There
Or
has been
William,
some-
or-
yeah, there has been some confusion about that.
That hasn't been decided yet.
Well, what are your options? Are you contemplating?
I frankly don't see that as your business.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to aid in abetting. If you're gonna kill them, I don't want to aid and abet you. and
No,
have some
we'd
other
be
dimensional
accessories at that point.
I don't want other dimensional people coming in and saying, "Did you help the past group?" Because apparently, this is something we got to think about now.
yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna like try him, if there's gonna be actual like evidence with a judge and stuff, that's one thing. But like, I think if you're asking us to just send you to kill him, That's definitely our business. That's the entire accusation you've thrown at us so far is that
Exactly.
we were accessories to that.
So if you promise a fair trial, would that be enough?
How
We
will we
make a
know
promise.
that they're gonna do the?
That's the thing
fair
about sending
trial.
somebody. Then we know.
Let's
Fine.
let them answer the question. So
Yeah.
We'll
what do you
let
plan, what are your
you
options?
observe. When we apprehend him, we will let you observe the proceedings.
I don't want to observe you killing him.
Well, I mean,
Well,
but the
that-
trial, you know.
Well,
Is
we
it
can
a
go with
trial?
trial.
He's saying observe what they're going to do to him. He's just going to be like, I'm
Well,
going
they
to kill
said-
you, and you guys going to watch.
Now, I've seen enough Law and Order to know that proceedings means the trial.
I think we
Is that
should
on
just.
interdimensional
I
cable?
think we should just give them what they want. I mean, Amanda, you can't. You said you could just bring people back from the dead, can't you? We just like undo it if need be.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Like- like-
yeah, if we don't like it, we can just make it.
Is there a time limit on how long until she can bring someone back?
Yes, there is.
There is.
Yeah.
But since all 300, I'm probably not going to be able to save all 300 because of the time dilation. Again, kids, for those who are watching, you'll get college credit at the end of this.
But for the trial, if we observe it, then if we don't like it, we can just.
Well, that's why Amanda would be like, can I get to work on resurrecting people? Because there's a freshness date I got to meet.
Well, we don't know how many of those 300 were actually innocent.
And we don't know how
Well-
many of those 300 aren't like murderous psychopaths, just like our 9,
What,
Well, they've at
um,
least-
or any
well,
other
they
9.
deserve a
Might have
trial
killed
at
their
the very
wives.
least.
What's your
Or-
healing
or-
rank there, Amanda?
Jesus. Give me a second. I got to pull up my.
Yeah, some of these other 9s could be lizard men versions of them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're dead.
don't wanna get
Oh,
into that.
Jesus.
Oh God.
Mm.
5.
You had to bring up my
five.
trauma,
You have
Gina.
5. Your rank is 5.
Yes.
Okay, so you can resurrect somebody as long as they haven't been dead for more than 5 minutes.
Oh.
Oh.
So nope.
Yeah. So
Well,
okay. So in
It's
game, are
expensive
you
to
aware
get the
of this?
resurrection, by the way. The resurrection thing costs money.
I don't know if
Okay,
I don't
so-
know if he I don't know that she knows that there's a
Very important question. So is Amanda aware of her time limit?
I don't think
No.
so because she's not tested.
We haven't
that
tested
yet.
it. Okay. Because otherwise,
Because
that
I
would have
get
had
to
to
them
have been
while
a
they're
deception.
fresh.
There would have had to have been a deception check in there somewhere saying that she could help these people.
Yeah, no, I think
truly,
Okay.
we
then
haven't
we're
tested that beyond like
she has every
we
reason to
just
believe that.
some
People
Yeah.
that had
Then
been
we're fine.
immediately dead.
good. Okay.
right.
So you're gonna be sorely disappointed the first time you get to one, and
Or
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a zombie roll. How awesome would that be? undead mutant roll.
you
Nice.
think 9 was painful to deal with before.
Zombie 9. That's where it's at.
Oh God. Okay. So where were we?
So
That
yeah,
was-
so we've been offered
guess-
the opportunity to watch proceedings and make sure that he is tried properly.
yes.
Who?
Eh,
Or do we have them bring them back to our base first so we can ask them questions and finally get answers?
Well, I don't know. I
Uh,
think that the trial will get us answers.
Yeah, we can just do it there.
Yeah, I mean, because they're gonna have to present evidence if they're having a trial.
All in favor of letting them access this if they accept the terms?
well, we're,
What are
well,
the
we,
terms?
I.
we do we
No
we're
one
the
dies?
ones
If
that
we
run
proceed over the
query.
trial.
But we're gonna be and
Well,
we specify
see
we're
to
gonna be
that.
the ones running.
So-
They're not touching the machine. They're not touching.
They're not going to touch the
the
machine.
Well, they didn't ask to either. They said we were
They
gonna
asked
look it
us
up.
Okay.
to scan for Nine's current location. Whether he's there when they show up is going to be an entirely
that's
different
kinda
thing.
their problem.
And if he goes into another dimension after that, they're going to have to come back and ask us
Or figure out
Can
the
we just
tech.
or
can
figure
they,
out
can
the
they just
tech.
update their little doohickey and can we update their doohickey with the ability?
I don't
and
want
they can
them
just-
being able to scan.
Yeah, they didn't ask us for that tech, and so we're not going to put.
We
that on
are
the
not
table.
giving them that
That-
tech.
They literally asked,
Yes.
"You're going to help us
Yeah,
find."
if that's going to get on the table, they have to put it on the table. I don't think we should put that on the table.
I think we
Nope,
should just
I'm not going to
yes.
offer that.
Keep it simple.
Okay. Okay, so those are the terms that we currently have. Is we look the thing up for them, and if and when they capture them, we get to witness proceedings and verify that it's all on the up and up.
Do we want an observer to go with them?
Don't you know?
Because-
you never split the party. Sorry.
Now it's a very wise song.
The party is currently split. Like that's the problem.
Or do we just contact Mole and ask Mole to have the other moles in the other realities kind of
oh
keep
yeah,
an ear to the ground?
yeah. We can
Is there a
just,
mole
we can,
hive mind?
we can just send them on their merry way and then contact Mole. Yeah, and then just be like, hey, let us know what these guys are up